This is the story of my journey from the pitching mound to the classroom, the story of how I became a teacher. My journey towards becoming a teacher greatly parallels the game of softball. As a pitcher, my role on the softball field was quite different than the role of the 8 other players on the field. I was a leader. Standing only 43 feet away from a fierce-looking batter armed with an aluminum club, a pitcher's only defense is a 12-inch ball and a floppy leather glove. But let's backtrack a bit to the training that has prepared me for such a high-intensity position. Let's grab some sunscreen, sunflower seeds, and Gatorade and head out to the field. The pregame warm-up signifies my early years in the classroom. I quickly developed a love for reading and spent as much time as possible reading about the Babysitter's Club and the Boxcar Children. I thought I wanted to be a teacher or a librarian. One Christmas, I received a chalkboard and a bulletin board from Santa, which immediately found a place in my playhouse that was forever after deemed my classroom. Other elementary school experiences only acted to further my desire to teach. Class performances, overnight field trips, and history projects were especially inspiring to me. Just as in a pregame warm-up, I was excited, eager, and confident in my desire to be a teacher. During high school, I struggled with what I wanted to do with my life. Did I really want to be a teacher? Soon enough, I grew to realize my interest in the sciences. I met a cute boy in biology, not normally relevant, but he'll be my husband soon, so I figured he deserves this shout out. Had 2 incredibly inspiring science teachers and enjoyed volunteering at a local children's hospital. I was good at science and was firm in my desire to work with children. This led me to a new realization: I should be a pediatrician. With this goal in mind, I set off for UCSD to pursue a degree in biology. But after 2 quarters and too little sleep, I began to realize that science wasn't all I dreamed it to be. At that point, a career in teaching, something that had always remained in my mind, seemed like the perfect solution. Diving straight into the Human Development program, I found success and interest in my new major. In taking on the Education Studies minor, I finally caught my first few glimpses of what it takes to be a teacher. My interest soared. After much anticipation, I was accepted into the EDS program at UCSD. After summer school classes, I was eager to dive full-heartedly into the program and was nervous about beginning my first student teaching placement. By now it is October and it is finally time to meet my first cooperating teacher. I was nervous about setting a good first impression for my CT and my first and second graders. As it turned out, my school, CT, and students were wonderful. As I worked week after week, I slowly felt more confident and sure of myself as a teacher. I thought, maybe I really can do this whole teacher thing. Just before full-time teaching began again in February, the principal threw us a curveball. My first and second grade combination class was to become a straight second grade class. My CT and I scrambled to prepare for 10 new second graders and were sad to say goodbye to 8 of our first graders. But with this challenge came new opportunities. Not only did I get to witness the social curriculum that comes at the beginning of the school year, but I was also given the chance to teach beginning English language development. This proved to be one of the most nerve-wracking yet successful endeavors I would encounter as a student teacher. In April, I began my second student teaching placement. Once again, I was placed in a first and second grade multi-age classroom. My cooperating teacher proved to be an absolute expert in the field and gave me so many new and exciting ideas to bring into my own future classroom someday. The highlights of this placement included implementing morning meetings, math centers, and organizing a final Jeopardy review game. By mid-June, I was awarded a preliminary multiple subject teaching credential. I was eager to celebrate my success, but instead trudged through 2 final classes at UCSD. As does any good ball player, a teacher must continue to practice and reflect on her performance throughout her career. So you may wonder, what's next for this pitcher-turned-teacher? An elementary teaching job would be ideal. I feel that I'm ready to face the world of teaching on my own. I'll keep you updated.